we're back. Coming here from the backyard here, hanging out with
Ryan,
Kevin,
and we are the Parlay Bros. What a fun weekend of Olympic sports. You got the golf. I still miss football.
big time, definitely
I miss football.
I will say I was watching the Olympics yesterday. They have some weird games. So yesterday, the guy's cross-country skiing. He stops to pull out a gun, starts shooting stuff, and then he goes downhill skiing. And I was like, and then with the gun on his back.
Yeah, cross country is fun.
Yeah,
Could you?
Because they got to go downhill.
Yes.
They got to walk all the way back up.
I was like, wow.
Where do people train for this? Could you imagine your neighbors outside fucking skiing? He gets down, he starts shooting. It's like,
No, I was like, this is a game. This is pretty insane. And then the two-man slalom was the best.
That'd be cool.
Wow. So, but I think we got to start with golf. We have to start with golf because we have to start with Scotty because it is absolutely insane what this man has done the last two tournaments.
Yep.
Each day one, starting out very slow, almost missing the cut, just basically playing terribly. And what's insane is he is so good that by the end of it, he comes roaring back.
Yeah.
So three
Top
events
five.
so far we talked about, right? The first one he won, that was the American Express. He actually started off pretty dominant. He kind of showed why he was a favorite at +2, +300 odds.
And
then he just kind of held it the whole way. The second event, the Phoenix Open, he almost got cut.
Yeah.
I remember that I was like, he might get cut.
It's
and
crazy.
then you just see him coming up the ranks.
And the crazy thing is, he was, for that event, +260. So to be under $3 to win a golf tournament, this is Tiger Woods land.
Yes.
Only Tiger Woods and Scotty can say that they're under $3 to pick an outright winner is very difficult to do.
Yeah.
And so to say that and then to almost get cut was crazy.
Yeah.
That was the second tournament he was in. What do you think he finished in the second tournament?
In the second one?
Yes.
He was
top five.
Yeah, he was third.
He was third.
Yeah, because I remember we bet him on Sunday.
Yeah.
I remember that because that was Super Bowl day.
Super Bowl day. He was making that run. And we're like, you got to get money.
I remember the odds, and I'm like, you can get double digits on Scotty. So what that would mean is like, I think it was like 10 to 1 or 13 to 1.
Yeah. It was.
$100 pays 1,300. $10 pays 130. Right.
Yep.
So like those odds on such a good player like Scotty,
so worth it.
They're so
You have to do it. You have to do it.
Absolutely. If someone gives you 10,000 to 1 on anything, you take it. Right? If someone gives you like anything more than 5 to 1 on Scotty, you take it because last week when he played. He was 9 to 1, and it was on Sunday, right? Because I shot the text. I'm like, hey, Scotty's he's kind of on a heater right now, and you can get 9 to 1. I'm like, let's just do it. He finishes fourth.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And that's only because of his tee off time. And he finished the tournament very early. So he kind of was already placed at where he finished, and then everyone else kind of finished afterwards. I think Colin Morikawa won that one.
Colin won it. But the crazy thing is, though, is Scotty missed a birdie and he missed a par that were less than 5 feet. And those are usually like 99% shots. Yeah. So had he not missed those, he would have won.
Wow.
And so that was the craziest thing.
There's a lot of talk about his putting.
Yeah.
About how it's kind of,
hit or miss.
Held him back.
Yeah.
Has he switched putters, or is he just...
I don't know. It doesn't hold him back enough, though, because he's still favorite. He's still minus 325.
Yep, 325.
Plus 325.
But before we jump to that tournament, though, I do want to talk about my pick, Henley. And so Russell Henley, so crazy thing is I bet him to top 10, top 20. And then the crazy thing is he was 21, number 21, going into the 18th. He eagled the 18th.
Yes, I remember hearing about that. 19th. He finished 19th. I saw that.
And so it was absolutely amazing. I'm like, oh my God, this is like, there's no way you're going to win. And the guy eagles 18. Like, how crazy is that?
Just randomly.
I took that top 20 on also.
And so it was and so it's crazy because everyone's talking about bad beat. That was that was an amazing shot. You know what I mean? To eagle 18 was absolutely awesome. And so that was kind of cool. So I put him in the top 20 for me, which was great. You didn't get top 10 though, so I lost that bet. And then I did a couple. Our good friend Bo, friends of the show, he gave a couple picks. He's like, hey, get on Strata, and so I put some money on him.
He just did not.
And then also the Jacob guy, which was crazy. I put money on him.
He was coming up.
Yeah, it was 14 to 1, and then at one point he was leading, and I'm like, what was the Oracle? You know what I mean? But then he kind of faded a little bit at the end there. So overall, I lost money on the tournament. But one of my biggest takeaway is how freaking good Scotty is. That he is going to win one of these.
I know.
Absolutely.
And the fact that now he's in the three times range, I'm going to put it on him this week.
I feel like this might be the time to just take it before the 100%. Starts.
Plus, the field's a much smaller field. There's only 72 golfers in this one.
Yeah. So there's no cut.
Well, there actually is a cut.
There's a cut.
There's a cut. So if you're more than 10 off the bottom guy, you're cut.
Okay.
So I mean, so there's a potentially no cut, but if you're more than 10, you're cut. You know what I mean?
Got it.
So, but I think Scotty's due, man. You know what I mean?
So my only takeaway so far with Scotty this season is like, it's such a hard pill to swallow when he's 2-1, 2.5, 3-1, and everyone else is 15 plus.
Yep.
So and if you had him in the first week, you hit, you're good, and then you cook him right at the second week, you didn't hit. Third week, you didn't hit. But what's weird about the second and third week was that he starts off slow. He's golfing in the 70s, like low 70s.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he just gets on this rocket, and then you just can't stop him.
Yeah.
It's like birdie, eagle, bird. Like it's just like this crazy like scorecard. So it's fun to watch. I guess it's kind of one of those things where like if we take him on early on, before the tournament starts at the what is it, 3-1?
Yep.
3-1, and you see that something's going on, and then you have a feeling on Saturday or Sunday, and you see good odds, just take it.
Take more.
Yeah. Just take more. Absolutely.
Take more. Yeah,
back it up.
Because he's due to win.
Yeah, and so for me, I'm going to do him and Rory, because I think both those guys are so much better than the rest.
Yeah.
And Rory's 9-1, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So just put 1 unit on both of those guys, and hopefully one of those guys comes through.
Yeah.
So this course is Riviera, and so do you guys know what it costs to join Riviera?
No.
$300,000.
That's just the membership.
That's just the membership to get in,
in.
And then it's $4,000 a month.
Yeah.
And so pretty cool. Larry David is a member there. A lot of famous people are because it's in LA.
Okay.
And so it's kind of interesting. The other fun fact about this course is last year they didn't play there because of the fires. And so last year they played at a different course, and so this year they're back at Riviera.
That's cool.
And so it should be kind of fun. And so when you kind of think of that, you think of how fun it is to kind of think Larry David's playing on that course. So I think that'd be kind of fun to kind of watch it this weekend.
I love me some Larry David. Man.
I love it.
Did you ever watch that episode where he had someone sitting down on he was sitting on the bench, and then he's watching someone. He's like,
vertical drop.
Yeah, horizontal drop. Vertical drop.
Are you trying to get a lesson for free?
He goes, no, it's a bench. I'm just sitting here. Right? He's got that excited voice.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden he gets on the tee. I go, dude, he goes, I shouldn't go. I'm going to hit those guys. You've never hit the ball.
That was my favorite ever.
He's like, and he hits the guy.
Hits right in the back.
You hit him forward. He goes, you're dead. It's just so good.
Show is so good. Show is so good. So, so I'm really excited to see the course. Obviously, kind of fun to see what these guys are paying $300,000 to join.
It's got to be beautiful.
It's got to be gorgeous. You know what I mean? And like I said, so for me, it's all about Scotty and Rory.
I don't even think Augusta's that much.
No, it's harder to get on Augusta. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you got to be like invited.
This one you just have to have money.
You just have the money. Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Guess the kid will be Augusta.
Yeah. So, so I'm really excited for the tournament. It should be a lot of fun. But I love your angle though. If Scotty does get down, throw a little bit more on him.
Absolutely. Just because the odds are there, and he's just such a good player. I mean,
so good.
In the 3 tournaments, he's finished top 5.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right? First, third, fourth. I mean, like he's bound to hit. He's just trending that way. So I think that's definitely it.
Yep.
And if you're good enough to pick up on somebody like Colin Morikawa.
Yeah.
He was 30-1, I believe.
You start with the pre-tournament 65-1.
65-1.
Yeah, pre-tournament. Yeah.
So
65-1.
Pre-tournament. Yeah. Because he's a reason. Funny story here. He's had a terrible year with the putting. Yeah. He actually borrowed a putter from someone else and won the tournament.
So it's funny that you should say that. The reason I was going to ask about if he was tinkering with his putter, Scotty, because last year he changed his putter.
Yeah.
I think it was Rory that kind of talked about using like a mallet.
Yeah.
And then he's just been putting lights out, and he won all those events. So I was wondering if he was tinkering again, because a lot of these golfers they love to tinker.
Oh, they love to
change something, and then their game's kind of off. I think they were talking about, I forget which player was also kind of tinkering with his bag a little bit.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of throws you off your game.
Oh,
because then you lose a little confidence, and then you're stuck in this place. So like all these things kind of happen and stuff. So
is there any word on whether he got like a new trainer? Because a lot of times new trainers will start trying to adjust some things that they have
I didn't hear that, but I could totally see that. That definitely makes a huge difference.
Yeah. It's funny you should say that. So like I got into we're huge into golf, right?
Yep.
And I'll take a lesson. And then I'll have one golf coach teach you he's like, do this, and then all of a sudden another one, if you change it up, a different one. It's like, so they're all kind of tinkering, almost like too much.
Yep.
It's like, I just want to play my swing. It's my swing, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that. I'd imagine like they're good at what they do, but all of a sudden they start changing too much, and then it just throws them completely off.
Yep.
So that's kind of wild. So what else you got? What do you guys pick for this week then for the Genesis?
So I'm like I said, I'm gonna do Scotty and Rory, 1 unit on each.
Scotty and Rory. That's just to win it all.
To win it all.
Perfect.
Yep.
You just want the gold.
I want the gold, baby.
Olympic time.
Olympic time. Yes. The reason being is it's a smaller field, only 72 people.
Yep.
They said there's gonna be some weather. You know what I mean? And so you have to have guys that can play in the weather.
Yep.
And both those guys can play quite well. I think they're just so much above the rest of the field. That makes sense to me.
I like it.
Yeah.
Like, you got anything for the Genesis Invitational?
Yeah. So I was actually looking at this little tab on our app called Specials.
Uh-oh.
So,
baby? What are we talking here?
Or exclusives, excuse me.
Exclusive. I see. Okay.
Yeah. So they had one on there for Hideki Matsuyama and Tommy Fleetwood.
Okay.
To both be in the top 20 for plus 145.
I'm looking at it right now. It includes ties.
Yeah. So what's funny is you can't parlay multiple players when you pick the top rankings.
The top, no, you do that.
So I was trying to find a way to do it. Didn't do it, and then I saw that.
Yeah.
So that's perfect because I actually want to pick Tommy Fleetwood to be in the top 20.
He's been playing very well.
Yeah, he's been playing really well. He's number 2 on the power rankings.
Wow.
On the PGA website, or number 3, I think.
That's impressive.
But of course Scotty's number 1.
Yep.
So I was looking at that. I feel like that's a fairly safe bet. Plus it's plus 145 for plus money.
Plus money is awesome.
Yeah. So one of the other ones I saw on there too was head to head for the tournament for Sam Burns to have a better score than Ben Griffin.
Okay.
So that's plus 115. So I figured I'd take Sam Burns on that as well.
Yeah.
And then my other pick is for the Olympics. We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
Well, what do you have for this tournament?
So I'm actually looking at it now, and one of the things I love head-to-heads. I was just talking to Ryan before we got on air. Love head-to-heads, but I love to also not only bet them individually, but also parlay them, because you kind of parlay the head-to-heads. That's a kind of cool thing that you can do.
Yep.
So I was just kind of looking over here. I'm like, okay, what 2 players do I kind of like how they're playing? So Matsuyama over JJ Sprung, I like that, minus 110.
Yeah.
I don't think JJ's kind of gotten in the rhythm yet. I noticed that early, so I like Matsuyama. And then I also really like Fitzpatrick. I faded Aaron Ray last week when he was playing against Min Woo Lee.
Yeah.
And then that was a pretty cool one. I probably hit that one. So I'm going to continue to fade Aaron Ray until I see differently. So Matt Fitzpatrick is minus 150. If I parlay those two, we're looking at about plus 218.
Oh, I love that.
On plus, 2 players that are kind of like,
they'll probably give you a profit boost as well.
They will. Actually.
I see that popping up.
Oh yeah, I just saw a little pop up there. So I'm like, you know what? Why not? That sounds like a good old time.
Yeah. But by the way, one thing I loved about the head-to-heads, it's actually kind of fun to hate on a golfer. You know what I mean? Like miss that putt. You know what I mean? And so it's kind of a weird sport to bet.
It is. No, it's kind of neat though. It's funny. So like, if I'm working or I'm traveling, I can't like watch the game because it's kind of weird how they do the PGA because like I guess unless you have the PGA channel on like the app or whatever it is, like so on ESPN you can kind of follow it. So like I'll kind of just watch how they're playing that hole, and then you can kind of just follow it, and it's just kind of neat. But I'll click on the players, I'll make them my favorites.
I do the same thing.
That's how we do it.
That's exactly.
That's how we track the players.
That is so smart. I love that you did that. Because the same thing. So because before I'm like trying to figure out what they're doing, but if you say you're following them, they highlight them.
Exactly. They're the top of your screen, so pretty much you can kind of see how they're doing the entire.
Yeah, I love that. I will say the one thing about betting on golf is hard is they don't show your guy a lot. I bet on the Henley guy last week. I think he got like 1 minute airtime. Yeah, it's basically Scotty. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're really only watching a hole, or you're watching like
because I have Peacock, and so you can watch a hole. Yeah, so like they had like hole 17, so you can just watch 17 all day. Or they have a feature group, you know what I mean? Yep. Or you can watch Scotty on the main feed, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I was just like, the only problem is I'd like it to be able to watch my guy, you know what I mean?
I wish there'd be a way you can kind of like follow, like if you have like a subscription of some sort,
so
follow like a player, then you should be able to do that.
Yeah, they have the technology.
As I'm saying,
that's what I'm saying.
It's 100% out there. If I wanted to watch a specific player from Thursday to Sunday, I should be able to do that.
I agree.
But it's like you have to wait to see who's on the tee box and go from there, so it's kind of wild how they do that.
No, I was literally figuring out when he was going to be on the 17th hole, so I switched over to that feed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you have to strategically
you pretty much have to like do that, because otherwise you're not going to see your guy. You know what I mean?
It's kind of crazy.
Unless you got Scotty, he gets a lot of airtime.
Yeah, or if you're Tiger, if Tiger's playing on anything, you're going to watch every one of his shots.
Yeah, exactly,
right?
exactly.
Which I think word is that he's going to try to maybe make a debut again this season. I don't know how it's going to work out, but it's all about. I mean, honestly, as long as he can kind of walk and manage the course, because I heard an interview today about him talking about
playing in the Masters.
Well, he'd love to do that, but no, he was talking about the player that just won on the LIV.
Okay.
Anthony, is it Anthony? AK? I know, it's short AK on LIV. apparently this player just overcame a lot of different issues in life and things like that, and he won. He beat out like Brunson and he beat out
John Ramos though.
John Rum, exactly. So the fact that he's able to do that was like a big they talked about it a lot. But of course they were kind of like downplaying a little bit because he's LIV, he's not PGA. So there's like always that hidden like misnomer like it's that league. It's like it's golf, baby. It's a sport. We all love it.
Still golf. Yeah.
So it's kind of neat how that worked out. So all right, cool. So it sounds like we got some picks for the Genesis Invitational.
Definitely, man.
What other sports we got? A little Olympics.
Well, real quick. Do you have any other ones other than the head-to-heads?
I mean, if I had to do one, I'm gonna probably also go back to so what I like to do is here's how I look at it. If I pick Scotty to win it all, I'm gonna lock in the +3 something, right? To win it.
325.
If he skyrockets, it's gonna go down. He'll be like by the second day, he'll be like a minus favorite.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, I can buy back at a better odds. So for me, I'm on you. If you're gonna give me number 1 in the first tournament, number 3 in the second, number 4 in the third, it's just a matter of time before you either place second or you place first. So
well, they're saying too, if you take out those 2 bad days, he is killing everybody.
Absolutely, because he's just and bounds better.
Dude, literally, when you texted us, you're like birdie, eagle, birdie, like that. Literally was 3 holes in a row. Like that doesn't happen.
No, I'm watching this. I'm like, this guy's he's a master of his craft.
Yeah,
and so again, it's back to what we started our episode with was. He is our basic Tiger Woods. He is at that level.
He is.
So I like to have that in my betting slips.
Yep.
And then if it gets better odds because he's not doing so great, I'll do it again because so far after 3 weeks, he's proven that he can not only just come back, he can also make a run to win it all.
Totally agree.
This is pretty wild.
Yeah.
And if he happens to be somewhat in the mix in the end, I just like it where you could tee off after 12, give me a 1 o'clock tee time. Then I know he can pretty much fill it off. But if he's teeing off before then and he's watched, if he just finishes in number 1 and he's got 3 or 4 players afterwards, it just makes it a little bit harder because they know where that bar is set.
Yeah,
you just got to get over that bar and you win. And I think that as a golfer, if I know where the bar is, I play safe and I play to that number and then I win.
Completely change your way you play.
You're not playing. Totally agree. If I'm Scotty coming in on day Sunday and I know that I want to pretty much set it I'm playing more dangerous.
Totally agree.
But if you know that number, you're like, okay, I just have to get a par, birdie. You just play different.
Totally agree.
Yeah. So give me a later tee time with Scotty on Sunday. He's gonna win it.
Yeah.
So Scotty to win it all is my play.
I like it.
All right. So so for the Olympics, I've really only been paying attention to the hockey side.
Me too, 100%. Both men and female, but yes, me too.
Yeah. So last week for Thursdays, Canada versus Czechia.
Yep.
Say it right. Yeah. So I was taking Canada to win at the 2.5 puck line. They won by 5.
Yeah.
They killed
5-0.
They killed it.
Earlier today, they beat it. They had to beat them again.
Yep.
They beat them by 1.
It went to overtime.
In overtime,
the 3-on-3, which is a coin flip, by the way, to me.
Yeah.
It really can be. That was strange to me because I thought that they would, because they were 3.5 puck favorite.
Yeah,
huge favorite.
During play, when they were down by 1, it was 2.5 puck favorite. I'm like, what is happening? When they were down by 2, it was like a 1.5 puck favorite. I'm like, what is happening?
They stayed.
And then all of a sudden, you turn around, you come back to do what you're doing, oh, it's tied. So that's why. So yes, it's gonna be. Let's just call it what it is.
Yeah.
Team Canada versus Team USA for the gold. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Super excited.
Yeah, and Canada has a lot of pressure on them, so that could be why they're maybe this game is their kick to get them to play a little better.
Yeah.
They're going to be favorite in the final.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully who's USA playing? USA is playing Finland.
So USA just played Sweden today.
Yeah, they beat them.
So because they won in the overtime in the 3-on-3, they get played. I think they play Slovakia.
Yeah, that might be.
And then Canada would then have to play. I think they end up playing not Sweden. Was it Finland? I think they play Finland.
Yeah,
they play Finland, and then pretty much it'll end up being again back to what I was saying. It's going to be Canada versus USA.
Yeah. They're going to be tough games, but that's what I'm saying
if
too.
You had to pick, who's winning gold?
Well, I have to go with the USA, man.
You have to.
Yeah,
you're going to plus money on the USA.
Yeah,
the only
exactly.
issue I have, maybe it's because I had USA. Sorry, Chase. On -1.5 pucks because I'm like, okay, they're gonna win by at least 2. If Canada showed a little bit of just the softness today by having needing overtime, whatever to win, this is our chance to kind of show, hey, we're very dominant. And what do? It was 1-0 going into the third, less than 2 minutes. They pull the goal. I'm like, oh, this is when we're gonna get that puck in half.
Yeah.
Chase that cash out. Like, no, Ride. This is the moment. What happens? They score a goal.
Yeah.
I'm like, we just weren't even they weren't attacking. It was very defense, no offense. And then when they finally was 1-1, now we're trying to like score in the last minute, and it was just like, okay, overtime, and then they end up winning in overtime. But it's like, it just reminds me of like when I watched the Lightning play the Panthers, and it's like, that like the aggressive, like the whoever plays physical, a lot of times in hockey, can kind of win the game.
Totally agree there. Yeah. You're spot on.
Physicality wins the game in hockey.
Totally agree. 100%. And like you said, you can watch, you can feel a game.
You can.
You can feel who's hitting harder, who's more aggressive to the puck, and that all matters.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, my pick is actually on the women's side.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Awesome.
So I was looking at because their final is tomorrow.
Correct.
And
it is the U.S. versus Canada.
Yeah, it's the U.S. versus Canada.
Yeah.
U.S. is favored by 1.5. It was 2.5 earlier.
Yeah.
But now it's 1.5, and I'm going to take them at that puck line.
Well, because the money line is ridiculous. It's negative 525. I saw that. I was like, wow, that's a pretty high money line.
Yeah, I don't know why they do that, but
I was like, that's too high.
I was thinking about taking the total goals also. I think it's at 5.5.
5.5 plus 115.
But I think that's like right there. You know, it's either going to be 5 or 6 in my opinion. But the USA they've scored 5 or more.
They're
goals
nasty. The girls are
nasty. I think the openers to play.
And the last time they played Canada, this was Canada's only loss. They won 5-0.
Okay.
So
that
favorite is there for a reason. I feel like they're just going to take it home.
I'm going to add a play. I'm going to parlay the over with them.
Parlay the over with the puck line?
No, with puck line.
Do that.
Yeah, 100%.
1.5. So you get minus 165. Plus, then you get the plus money.
Yeah.
Those odds are, because I happen to have it up, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
They play tomorrow at 1, and then
plus 135,
you do the over. We're going to look at plus 175.
Let's go.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, that might be the way to go. Because it's going to be a tough game.
Yeah. No, I like that a lot.
So, yeah, that's my Olympic pick. Other than watching Canada lose it and curling, completely lose their composure.
Yeah. Did they really?
Yeah. Yeah, because they got caught
cheating.
Yeah,
with the finger, right? They were like pushing off at the end. But apparently, so let's talk about that for a second. So apparently, whenever the Olympics record, right, you're just seeing them push off from the front and you see them from the side. Like you're not really watching them. You're watching where the stone is going, right?
Yeah.
But apparently, was it the Denmark team? Or which country was the one that recorded? Switzerland was recording them.
No way.
And then they're the ones that had it. They were the ones that recorded them cheating.
That's amazing.
So they're the ones, I guess, I don't know if they put on
they snitched. They have another camera that watches it.
Yeah.
So that, I think they like watching how they release.
Okay.
Right? So,
that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy.
And what's funny is Canada did it twice.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, in two different games.
So apparently there's no penalty. They don't get penalized. There's just a disgrace amongst the curling.
Wow.
That's you just honor your family.
And everybody's getting on the refs for not doing anything about it too.
That's crazy.
But it's such a bizarre thing to happen.
They're just supposed to take away a puck. They're just supposed to not
take away a thing.
Take one shot away.
Yeah.
What is the total medals at? Does anybody know?
So I know that we're in third place. I looked at it today.
Okay, we are in third place.
Third place, right?
Yes, third place.
Is it?
It's third. Norway at 33, Italy 26, and the U.S. at 24.
Yep. So that's kind of what I expected to happen.
That's crazy.
So you guys think USA wins gold in hockey for the men's?
Yeah, and women's.
I see the women's.
The only thing is, I will say on the men's side, Connor McDavid's amazing. He plays for Canada.
He is. He is. I hope we do, man, and I love the odds on that, but it's like, I don't know. I'm wondering what those odds will come to when it happens.
Definitely.
But it'll be interesting to see. So, there's anything you have for the hockey, or is that pretty much your
play? That's it, man. That's it.
Yep. I'm excited. So, funny enough, though, real quick, Olympic hockey has reminded me how much I love just watching hockey and betting hockey.
Yes,
so I can't wait till it gets back to the NHL and stuff.
Yep.
And real quick, do you guys know who has the most players in the Olympics? What team? NHL?
No.
Tampa Bay Lightning.
Are you serious?
Absolutely.
That's insane.
Kerchak just scored a goal, I think.
Wow.
Kerchak, he
That's
scored
very
a goal.
Impressive.
Hagel did some. Hagel, I think, had played the most amount of minutes for Team Canada.
That's crazy.
Yep. And,
amazing.
Cooper is our head coach.
He's
the coach for Canada.
Yep.
Okay.
And there's a lot of them out there. So we for Team USA, we have Jake Gretzel.
Yeah.
So, it's fun. And Hedman was actually playing for Sweden today.
Yeah.
He was banged up, so he did not play.
Okay.
So, we have the most amount of players
That's
in
really
the Olympics.
Cool.
We also had the most amount of players, too, last year when we had the 4 countries. So, I just feel like For me, a play that I'm going to have in my portfolio is going to be the Lightning to win it all.
Well, you know what's crazy? They had the most wins in January.
We're coming
That's
on.
what I'm saying.
Like,
They literally had the most wins in the month. Like, this team is legit.
When we talked about the Stadium Series, that game, to be down as much as we were to then come back and win, there's just a certain kind of like grit that we have right
100%.
now. And I just hope that this little break is helping, not hurting us in the sense of like just coming out and continuing to win. Because we come back to play next Wednesday, and I think we're playing Toronto.
Yeah, by the way, isn't it crazy? Olympics are almost done. Almost done.
I mean, it's been 2 weeks.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while, which is pretty crazy to watch. So we talked about that. What about the All-Star game? Did you guys watch that?
Yeah.
That was crazy. Like, Team World, I felt like they were the odds-on favorite. They were plus 100 to kind of win it.
Yep.
And then you had Team Stripes, Team Stars, and then I forgot the third team.
By the way, I didn't like how they did that. I thought that was kind of weird.
It was a round robin.
I feel like every year they change it.
They do.
Remember last year was like Team Melo versus like LeBron's team, and like
so they did that still, but they did that on what day did we go? I think it was Saturday or Friday. They did that day
with the younger guys, right?
Yeah, the younger guys.
Yeah.
And then you had that happen on Sunday.
Yeah, but like, what is going on? Every year we got different rules. We got different stuff going on. Like, I don't even know what's going on anymore.
I think.
Well, you see, Damian Lillard won the 3-point thing. Wasn't supposed to play the thing. He's not even playing in the league because he's injured.
But he shoot threes, though.
Yeah, he's threes. You know what I mean?
He's very well rested.
He does a lot of practicing of threes.
Yes, and he won and all that.
Yeah, but I thought that was crazy because they're saying, hey, he's not even playing because he's too hurt to play. Yeah. But he wins the competition. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you what. If you want my honest opinion about it, it's every year they are changing because they're trying to figure out what works for viewership.
Totally agree.
This year was a little better than the previous.
Yeah.
But at least they're trying. You know who's not trying?
That's a good point.
My favorite sport is football.
NFL
has literally punted on their All-Star game.
So bad.
Whatever you want to call it. Like,
I didn't even watch a play of this.
Did you even know that it happened?
No.
I think it was on a Tuesday or something random. It was like a weird day.
It was on a weekday.
It was. It used to be the Sunday before the Super Bowl.
Yes.
I remember they going, "Oh, it's not happening. It's on Sunday." I was like, on Tuesday. I was like, it's such a weird thing. Like, like to me, if you don't even like let the fans know it's happening,
dude,
you're just doing it. It's just emotion.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
Totally agree. Yeah, I agree. So I like your point there. They are definitely tinkering.
They're trying, and so is NHL. NHL last year they did it to 4 nations.
I like that a lot.
And then that was fun to watch.
That was super cool to watch.
Cool to watch. USA again. Back to Canada. It's like both these countries are really good at hockey.
Yeah.
We'll just go see who's better. You know what I mean?
I like that. That was super cool. They did that.
It was neat. So again, it's one of those things where like it's hard. Because you're trying to, represent the sport and then also to your league, and it's like, how do you make it, what it is? So like they're all kind of working on it.
Yeah.
NFL needs to do something because honestly, it's going down.
No, I agree. Totally agree. That's true.
Or just don't do it.
That could be a thing too.
They've actually talked about doing that. Yeah. Just killing it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. No. It's just because I guess it's funny because when they did do it and it was very physical, it was like, oh man, they were like going at it. It was crazy, and then people would get hurt and that kind of thing. So there's got to be a happy medium because football. Because I remember one league where they had pads, they had shoulders, and they were playing football, but the scores were high. I was like, no, give me that. That's kind of fun to watch. You know what I mean? But I definitely don't want to watch flag football 3-on-3 and just watching crazy stuff like that.
Well, what do you guys think about the way the baseball does it, where the winner actually matters because then it gives you a
see that's why baseball is such a perfect sport.
It's
like honestly because it matters.
No, they make it matter, so then you get home field advantage if your team wins.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah,
give me a reason and a purpose.
Yeah. And so then they actually try because they want to get home field advantage.
So speaking of trying, because we're going to segue back into basketball, how about the NBA getting fined for just clearly just tanking?
Oh, it's insane. It's
the tank gate, right?
Yeah. The other thing that's crazy too is they're talking about the number of different gambling things they're looking into is starting to escalate pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're actually saying that there's actually some lobbyists trying to say that they need to get rid of player props.
Oof! Don't even start.
I know.
That's my niche.
I know.
That's my baby.
I was just gonna say, and so I think by the way, for college I think you should get rid of player props.
I agree.
Because those guys can get pretty tempted.
Mm-hmm.
But NBA players, you're making millions of dollars. Like I don't understand this. You know what I mean? And so a couple were pretty egregious where a guy would literally say he's hurt or sick and leave the game to make sure his unders hit.
Wow. But at that point, if you don't even take a shot, I feel like your parlay your player prop shouldn't cash.
No, they wait till they get in the game.
So they're in the game.
They know what's going on.
But did they take a shot?
Yeah.
Okay, so now you purposely kind of
purposely just because you got a log that you played, You know what I mean? And then you say, hey, coach, my arm hurts or something. You get it pulled out.
So what I think, so this is why I think, too, there's also like a cap with the casinos and the sports book, I should say.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to take the liability in case you know something
100%.
that they don't know.
Yeah.
So, they're based. So I think what I noticed, for example, for the Hard Rock, the way they control it is like, you're not going to find like a second or third string on there. You're going to find the majority of the starting lineup. And then just keep, those are the only odds we want to give you because you know that's what's going to happen. But if you go down the list and all of a sudden your player is like, it's like a 2 or 5.5 point prop, and you take the under because you know something, yes, they're going to basically end up getting burned. Or they limit to what you can bet on it.
Well, the other thing that's kind of smart that I've noticed that the Hard Rock app does, they actually figure how correlated your bet is, and they actually work the odds that way.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And so because normally a parlay, when you look at a 3-game parlay, it should be 7-1.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? But if you do a single game in the game parlay, if it's too correlated, you can do 3 players. It's like 300. It's 3-1.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So they literally are doing the math of how correlated is your parlay.
It's true, because you can try to go around it.
In
certain ways. Like we talked about, it's like if you do like if your line is set at 3.5 threes over, right? And your point total is at 15. Well, you hit over. It's like, well, the thing about it is like if you hit this one's gonna hit that.
Exactly.
So they kind of limit the amount of odds they're gonna do.
So it's pretty amazing to think of the algorithms they must be doing to figure out how to price these things properly.
Oh, they know how to get their money.
Yeah. They know. Yeah, they definitely know how to get their money. And Omar and I were talking beforehand. The same game parlay, the boost they give you is so tempting. Yeah. So I'm always trying to find that extra leg just to get that boost.
Absolutely. No, I mean that's exactly it. You're trying to figure it out because like on our Hard Rock, the Hard Rock app, it'll pretty much give you plus 30 if it's plus 300 odds or better, and it has to at least 3 legs.
Yep.
So like, and they'll do like plus I get plus 50% on the profit boost on soccer.
Yeah.
So like I went to the Premier League yesterday and I did PSG versus, I can't recall what they were playing. But basically I took them, they're heavy favorites. I took them to win it. And then I think I explained to you my logic was like over half a goal in the first.
Yep.
Under 2.5 in the second half. And then both teams to score yes. So those odds were just enough to give me the 50% boost, and then that was a ticket, and that hit. So like, there's certain ways you kind of look for things that kind of make sense versus looking for like player goals or this and that. It's very hard, especially when it comes to soccer, because like there's things that happen, you know. So like, it's kind of like that with hockey a little bit too. Like certain players, they stand out, like like Austin Matthews or Connor McDavid, right? Like these players, when they're in a game, they're typically going to score. But you just have to be careful. But there's certain ways to build it where you can kind of still get those odds you pretty much want.
I love it.
Yeah. So back to what we were talking about with the NBA. We go back to the regular season tomorrow. One of the games that I have on my just radar, I'm going to bet it. Actually, I have the odds. It's -4 on the New York Knicks. They're playing Detroit, the Pistons. If you haven't heard, the Pistons have a couple players that are suspended for
gambling.
All right. Yeah. Ironically, I want to gamble. I know. Right? So I want to take the points with the Knicks. The Knicks just I think this is the time of the year where they kind of start getting hot at the right time. They have a revenge spot against Detroit. Last time that they played, Detroit embarrassed them. I think they won by at least double digits. They were, I think, in Detroit. Now they're playing in New York. You have the suspensions looming. Funny enough, too, when we talk about the All-Star, there's 2 players. I think it was Cat and there was one other player too. It might have been Brunson that was on the winning team. So like they won the what is it they played earlier this year? They like a little championship cup that they won. The Knicks won that one. The play-in. They won that one. Now they have this 2 players are on that thing. So I think they're gonna start to kind of turn on. I don't think they have enough to win it all. As much as I love the Knicks, I think they're a fun team to watch, and it kind of gives you like a little bit of both. Where like it's a fun team to root for, and they do pretty good. But they just, something about the playoffs, they just don't do well. But I can lay 4 points with them against Detroit in New York. So that's one of my plays.
I love it. Absolutely love that play.
Yep.
It's a good one.
That's a good one. And then the other thing I like in the NBA is that we were talking about this before we got on air was I think this is the time where you start looking at championships, who's going to kind of make a little bit of run.
Totally agree.
I think Denver, the Denver Nuggets, if Djokovic can kind of stay healthy and everyone's kind of leaning towards getting healthy, I think they can kind of like probably go all the way. So one thing I noticed about OKC is they're kind of puttering a little bit. Like they're heavy favorites. Like every time you watch them play someone, it's like double digits. They're kind of sometimes even losing outright. It's kind of bizarre. They don't do well against San Antonio, so it really depends on where everyone kind of gets seated and stuff. So I can see pretty much them doing it and winning it all the way. So it's 5-1 odds right now. I like to have that in my account and just kind of sit on it and kind of see. And if we're in the championship, which I know they will be, I can kind of hedge my way and make some money off it. So
monetize it.
Kind of monetize it.
No,
so
I love
kind of my thought process.
No, I love that. I love that. Yeah. I want to start watching some more NBA. I got to start watching some more. Got to get back into it. The runs were kind of bothersome for me a little bit. It's like you're up by 20, you're down by 20, and I'm like, I just got to get that. That's the new NBA.
It is.
Yep. That's the new NBA, and so I'm like.
But you know what? A lot of times it happens. I realize that. Look who's playing. It's a sub in, sub outs. So like if you're trying to give your stars like a Djokovic, right? Big guy gets it all. But if you need to give him a breather, you let him rest a little bit, and then all of a sudden you take him out, and you put in someone else, and then there's a big run, and you're just like, bring him back. He's rested. So I think that's part of those big runs and stuff like that too. But even at that though too, it's funny because that happened to me because I had bet. I remember the team. It was in college too, by the way. Yeah. College. I think it was Iowa. They were playing. They were big. They were 2.5 point favorite over Houston.
Okay.
And I think Houston was up. I was like, well, that ticket's done. Luckily, I didn't have a physical. I had it tore it up. And I think I went on my app later on. I was like, oh, we won by 3. Yeah, let's go. Right? So that was kind of cool. But that's how those runs work. Yeah. It works on both sides of the field because players get tired because they're running up and down the field. So that's kind of neat there. Definitely. So you guys got anything else for the NBA?
No. Nothing.
But I'm getting excited for the baseball season.
Oh, yeah, baseball season.
So the baseball season is pretty fun. We're starting to get all the lines are coming out of what the win-loss totals for everybody is, and so the research is beginning, my friends.
Yes.
And so I think for next week we'll have some picks, but I'm getting excited to see the lines out there.
I'm excited that you said that. Yeah, so real quick story. Last week or 2 weeks ago, we were at the sports bar locally, and we were watching. It was like Mexico was playing like Puerto Rico, and we're like, how is this making any sense? How is Mexico beating Puerto Rico? Not because Mexico's not good at baseball, but because in the Caribbean, this is like these kids grew up playing this game, right? It's a big game in Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic and so forth and so on. So it was like they were down by like 2 and it was the bottom. I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be crazy. And I don't know what those odds were if you looked at it live. Yeah. You looked at it and we didn't bet it. And all of a sudden you got what was it that won it? Was it a double play or was it just like it was just crazy to watch?
What won it? Oh yeah, it was a double.
It was a double.
No, I'm sorry. It was a triple, I think. I think it was down the line.
Yes.
On the left side.
Oh, wow. Down the line, they had 2 guys on. All of a sudden, that pretty much, they ran in 1, ran in 2. It was a game winner. It was that easy. Yeah, and it was just like, it just reminded me of how exciting baseball
Oh, my God. It is so much fun to bet.
You think you're out. You're like, oh, that's done. Right? If you had a Puerto Rico ticket, you'd be like, I'll tear this shit up. And all of a sudden, it was just like, we won? I got excited. I didn't even have a ticket. Like, I wasn't betting anything. I was just excited to share with him. I was like, that should have never happened.
No.
But that's how it is. That's how the World Series was. Game 7, Dodgers, Detroit,
oh my God.
Toronto. I mean,
so amazing. So amazing.
Much fun.
That's why you look at baseball. Like, all the lines are always 1.5 runs because they're always close.
They're super always
every
close.
Single game.
It's all about the pitchers. You got to really do your work on what pitchers.
Well, not every game, but you know what I mean.
Funny you should say that because I've been doing some research on that. Padres lost Yu Darvish and then their Dylan Cease. So they're losing the pitchers. So I think they have to fade some of those Padres.
86 was the line. 86 wins.
Is that what it is?
It is.
I was smashing that under.
I was thinking the same thing.
No way. I think they still have Tatis, but still.
Yeah,
but you're losing 2 amazing pitchers.
Pitchers to me is the name of the game.
That's what I'm saying.
They get you.
Yeah, Cease is so good. He was so good for the White Sox. And you know what I mean? He was amazing.
And so was Yu Darvish. So. See, we're getting you guys excited and tempted about the baseball. It's coming. Baseball content's coming.
Give you a taste.
Give you a little taste of what's to come and stuff like that, too. So if that's it for you guys, I think we're all set. Well, pleasure, guys. Take it easy. We'll see you guys later.
See you next time.
See ya.